first two starts I've had here have been nice. This one was a little different, but definitely we've had a great season so far.
John Muley, go ahead.
How's it going, Grayson? Excuse me. How aware were you of the excitement there was around the fan base for this start, and what's it like to experience a game with that with the energy, the excitement, the fans, and kind of seeing what you, I'm sure, think is out there happening in real time?
No, that was a lot of fun. Obviously I've kind of seen some stuff on Twitter about it. I had friends and family sending me stuff. But to kind of see that here in Bowie, at a minor league game, that was a lot of fun. A lot of Orioles fans came out, supported. Ultimately we didn't get the win. That sucks, but it was kind of a great showing. It was cool to see.
Chris Heidel.
Hey, Grayson, thanks for taking my question. Just what do you have to work on in your next start? Because I know this is your first home start, and you must have been a little nervous because you got everybody, like I said, everybody in Baltimore came down to see you. What do you have to work on in your next start?
There's a few things to work on. Obviously, just trying to put guys away with 2 strikes. We had some trouble with that. Kind of getting into this foul ball wars and whatever. But yeah, just kind of being a little bit more precise with 0-2 pitches.
John Muley.
Grayson, when we talked to Buck Britton and Adley and even Justin Ramsey before the game, they spoke a lot about just the collection of talent that you guys have on this team. What's it like for you to be a part of that and to be and to see, what could be the future of this team on an everyday basis?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to show up to the ballpark every day, especially when you're going to win some games, like this team's been able to do this year. With Adley behind the dish, it makes things a lot easier, and especially the way we swing the bats. It's easy to pitch.
Steve, go ahead.
Grayson, did Akron make some adjustments to you tonight as the game went on to get some balls in play with some hard hit balls?
I think they they fouled off a lot of pitches well. Kind of spoiled me there a little bit at times. And ultimately until I made a mistake, all 3 or 4 hits that I gave up, it was all kind of hard contact. That's just leaving the ball over the plate just a little too much. But yeah, they battled well.
Rich, another question for you.
Yeah, great, Grayson. Physically, you're a half hour away from Baltimore now. Do you feel like you're getting closer and closer to your ultimate goal?
I do. Definitely you can see it kind of in the talent level that's here, especially on our team and other teams. Their approaches are a little bit better. But yeah, being close to Baltimore, obviously that's the goal. In a way we're close, but there's still a lot of work left to do.
Chris Heidel again.
Hey, Grayson, I have one question to ask you. What did your out pitches tonight? Were they working perfect for you? Because you had 4 or 5 strikeouts. Is there something that your curveball, your slider? What is your out pitch to get people out? Let's say ahead of the count.
I'd say it differs. According to the hitter. I'd like to say all of them are my out pitches. But tonight, I think the only problem we ran into is just kind of leaving the ball over the plate.
Josh, go ahead.
Before the game, Grayson, we talked with Buck and Justin, and mostly Buck and Justin, about process versus results. Can you take positives from this game in terms of process rather than simple results?
Yeah, being able to hold off a few runners on base, leaving them out there. I know there might have been a guy left on third or some hitters left out there. But yeah, there was a few positives. Like I know threw a backdoor curveball for strike 3 and a full count. Being able to do that's huge. Trusting your stuff with it. Ultimately that's going to give me a lot more confidence to do that more in the future. Like I said, really the only thing we got to work on is the 0-2 counts and trying to put guys away.
Mark, you're up.
Hey, Grayson, you mentioned how it was kind of exciting to see the fans there tonight and see sort of their anticipation for your start. In the overall, Can that be a little bit of a pressure point, given that there's so much hope that's tied to you? And do you talk to the other guys, like a guy like Adley, in terms of kind of handling what might be expectations and or pressure?
I've always said that, there's only about as much pressure on yourself as you put on. So, tonight really, there was a lot of fans there and everything, and, the whole gas can deal, that was all built up. But, in the end, it's my job to go out and throw the ball. So when game time rolls around, I'm really not worried about that. But, if anything, it was more of a positive tonight.